last minute out in the morning light after journaling into it a bit. I've just really enjoyed this so much. And these are the washi tape stickers that we made with Stephanie. Birthday card for my dad. I'm old. This is just really a super fun way to use up bits of my parents' clutter and organize in their place. We are hoarders, which is great for crafting, but really kind of crazy making for thinking. And the Fodder Challenge, the gratitude awards, I really enjoyed that and actually used them instead of certificates for my robotics club this summer. Botanicals, and I love the botanicals. And I'm going to flip quickly because there's quite a lot. I've got 3 books and ATCs, and only 2 people traded with me. That's okay. I can give them as gifts as I go. And my brother's like, "Ooh, look at that little monster looking down," but I see a little rabbit looking up. And I left the top, front and back facing down, but everything else is going the same way. So that's book 1. This is actually book 3. Make sure I'm in frame. And heartily went sketching with my brother in the cafe, and these are the scratch and sketch. That was from Liz's time in Fodder School too. I really got into making clusters. I enjoyed it so much. And Scratch Conference, my notes were in here and I've misplaced them, but I'll put it back. Yeah, so there's some of it. I'm still figuring out lettering. My superhero in a needle packet. Yeah, I love this. I love the reuse of the bag handles. And my mom is very critical. This is put your best foot forward, and she doesn't see a shoe, but I do, so that's what counts. And some scratching to do in the future. Woohoo! I think. Yep. And get well card from my dad who had a stroke. More clusters and French knots. Woohoo! So keep going, Shelly. Little raven in the Yukon. Upside down unicorn. I got a few upside down, but I really wanted them to read forward and back on the flip. So I had 2 facing up and then 2 facing down. Space to scratch. Portrait of my mom. And neat little way to make a pocket. But I'm a little bit overwhelmed by what I get into, but I'm also really determined to use up all my scraps, and I've learned quite a bit when I'm doing this, so it's all good. I actually need books. It's a little ridiculous. This is already a bit ridiculous, but I shall embrace the ridicule. I couldn't find the office tags, so I used some Dollarama ones and just cut my own insert circles, and ended up actually just collaging onto all of them. So I've got a bunch of those to work into. This was the everything but the kitchen sink papers. I love those so much. Limit distractions. I'm not very good at that, but I'm trying. And it was really fun to get painting over top. I got a little Bob Ross calendar, so that kind of became, I think, si jeunesse savait, elle juste buvait. Daily art habit. This was a little workshop about art. Anyways, I love this. Screaming Mimi. And this is kind of fun, this little door. Oop. I don't know if it'll close properly now after I painted it so much. But, yeah. It's Bob Ross again. Some watercolor paints from my dad's students. Paintings. I just had lying around, so I kind of curated. Oops, shoot. I watched these, scratched it. And this was my friend's designs for spray mists. And that's one of her spray mists. Another one. Oh yeah, Bob Ross the pirate. All right. Let's flow right out of our hearts and onto the canvas. Bob Ross. Well, this was my measuring card. I just cut out one, and that helped me with the thing. And then I realized my sewing machine, from the 7/8 from the left of the foot to the edge, was actually 2.5 inches. So that really helped a lot to have a integrated measurement where I was working. This was fun, a little volume. And yeah, little Bob Ross with some fancy stitching on a scratch pad. And that's that. Woohoo!